Hey everybody, so significant cool off, but it's been another week, so we're here a week later, and we had all that brood last time, so hopefully we're going to hop in here and see Happy Bee works and see how things are going, but essentially hop in, see how hatching's going, and new brood, and then maybe even, if we get real lucky, some work up at the top on bringing in and nectar and putting away up at the top. So I had someone ask me about not wearing gloves, and I told them that if I don't feel it, top's breaking here, then I change, put the gloves on, they're here. But if I'm doing okay, try to leave it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to fix the lid. Couple of girls up at the top. Alright. Just making sure the camera's looking good. Let's do not a lot of work up here. I'm gonna have to put foundation in. So this one is empty. This is what was in there. No shocker. Still just working the edges on this guy still. Putting away nectar. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nectar on this side, capped a little bit at the top. This is above the queen excluder, so anything we see up here should be storage. Look like they're working the edges a little bit on this guy, but still pretty much what it was. Nothing's really changed up here in that regard. And this was a frame of honey. It looks like they've continued a little bit. Yeah, it's been up here. So nothing really going on as far as, quick look here. This is the other one that was on the edge, which likely is still the honey that I had left them. This side, still empty comb, plenty of space for them. So nothing really going on the up top, on the top box. So we must still be working brood down below. So we shall see. All right, so let's get downstairs. I'm gonna put the top back on. That way I can transfer top real quick. Looking forward to that horizontal. Not all this box taking off stuff. Let them know I'm coming. good. It's cooler this week. We had a lot of rain this week, so I'm completely shocked. It's been kind of quiet, but all right. So there you can see a little bit. Put that on the side over here. Alright, girls, everybody down. Honey across the top. Definitely putting it on the edges. I have to make sure this comb is much closer to each other. It's quite a wide comb. Alright, so we've got drone, we have brood, so females and males on here. Drone's down in the corner. Capped honey at the top. On this side, same thing, opposite side, drone on the one side. Up here we've got some capped honey on the edges, and we've got some pollen. Trying to see if I can see any of these empty cells. I don't see any new eggs. She may not have gotten up here yet, so or come back up yet. So take a look. Definitely a lot of bees. So population-wise, we're looking good. All right, capped brood. I see larva down here. A couple days, so that's good. Honey at the top. On this side, a lot of capped brood. Yeah, a lot of capped brood. Looking around. Keeping an eyeball out for Her Majesty. Mostly capped brood on that one, so not a lot of drone in that one, which is good. Let's pop this guy. Try to go all the way to the other side and then come back. Alright, I've got older larva. Yep, larva a couple days old, a few days of each other on this frame, quite a bit. Capped honey and honey getting capped up at the top, and mostly capped brood. On this side, broken open a few. Those were against the side and the bottom, as you can see here. But otherwise, yep, larva, multiple stages, capped brood. Yep, pretty much everything shown. Trying to see what my temperament was. Neighbor's dog. sometimes she gets a possum or critter, she goes crazy. So who knows what she's got over there. All right, some wild comb at the bottom with, yep, cat brood. A lot of waggle dances going on in here. Hard to see. This one is, looks like empty cells. Kind of trying to see if I can spot eggs. Come on, girls, give me a picture. I think I see eggs. So good production on this one. Yeah, larva, very young. So we're a couple days on both sides of this frame, so good, solid new brood. They're building everywhere in these things, so it's good. So far, being very gentle. Bees seem well tempered. It's about 65 degrees Fahrenheit today. So we cooled quite off in a week. We had a big shift, about 10 degrees below normal. So a lot of drone brood at the bottom down there. Yep, I see eggs and larvae. Definitely working. Same here. Busy. Cluster right up here. Interested to see what they were up to. Looks like the honey's at the top, so in there grabbing what they can. Let's check one. We got this guy here. Come on, girls. Back out of there. I don't want to squish nobody. Nobody got time for that. Alright. Units. Yep, larva. Some resources along the edge. Cat brood in the center. Yep, eggs all along the back side here. Against the back wall. Kept honey up at the top. Looking good there. There you go. Good girls. Alright, so that is that one. Come on, you. There you go. I find that putting the boxes back together as I'm doing it is a little easier, because then they're not that heavy, especially the top's got nothing in it, so it just makes it easy. I just move one on top of another, and it keeps everything together instead of having multiple boxes, and that way I don't turn them around. So, all right. I was using an iPad so I could see what you guys see, because it's hard in the sun. But in the sun it says the iPad has overheated, so I think we got a good picture. Alright, let's see what we got. We do have a lot of comb. Brood underneath. I know. There you go. Down you go. We're just going to take this off. A lot of girls in here. Came up really quickly too. So we're packed out quite a bit here. Trying to do a little cleanup. I know. Yeah, they're pretty packed out down here. So I think we had a lot of hatch. A lot of them are still down here. A lot in between, a lot of larvae here, like planted in between the boxes. So I'll watch my spacing. Come on, girls. There's nothing you can do for those guys. Sad to see so many here in between, but they're producing. She's really cranking fairly well, so we have a good solid baby maker, which is great to see. Alright, I got a feeling it's going to could get a little dicey in here. It seems like there are quite a bit of bees in this bottom box, and this is with the foragers out. Let's see what we see. And try not to piss anybody off, so we can be nice Alright, what do we got? We have brood on the outside, capped brood by the way. We have some larva eggs I see. Just a relatively young frame with some eggs in here. Hard to spot. Yeah, I am seeing eggs. Okay, so young frame. We've got a lot of it here. Looking for my queen because she's somewhere around here, so I think she's working the edges, so want to be very careful. A lot of girls on the porch, which is good. Let's take a look over here. Okay, solid. Yeah, packed out. So brood, or drones on the bottom. Solid capped brood in the middle of this frame. Absolutely stocked. And that would be the same thing on this side. Absolutely stocked. So they've got some crazy comb on the sides. They're tending to it. I'm gonna leave it be. Get it be. No, I'm gonna leave it be. See what happens with it, but trying to get better with the whole bee spacing thing. A little bit trickier. Once they had pulled some of these frames together. So. Okay, we have another frame. We have pollen at the top. We have capped brood. Trying to see. Yep, we got eggs in the middle. Waggle dance is going on, so we should see. Telling everybody where to go. Eggs, capped brood, pollen. A lot of young down here, so I'm assuming she's working in this, down in this area. So I'm going to keep an eyeball. I want to see sides of the box. Trying to spot my current here. So she has got a yellow spot on her. Okay, second position for the one that's down there. I want to put my tool in there. There's a couple of girls in there. Come on. There you go. That's how I got stung last year. Just grabbing underneath that frame when somebody was under there hiding. So we want to avoid that. Alright. Lots of eggs. Good to see. We've got pollen, bee bread, some capped brood, but a lot of new eggs in the middle. Yep. Eggs. Yep, quite a few. So she's definitely been working down here. Keeping an eyeball again. Trying to see if we can spot her today. I really would like that. I can get a solid queen sighting. Ooh, bees, get off the way. Alright. This one feels pretty heavy. Yep. That is all capped brood, a couple of larvae. And that is absolutely packed with capped brood. larva at the edges. Yeah, they are busy building up their numbers, that is for sure. So, well, we're not seeing, you know, they're not building that comb or they're doing the resources up at the top. They are making new members of the hive, that is certain. So from that aspect of a healthy hive, queens working, population is picking up, as you can see from the bottom here. This is definitely, yep, this is another packed. Some larvae in the later stage before capped, yeah, all the way in the corners and capped in the middle. Same thing on this side. We've got larvae in the little spots in between, but otherwise, hey girls, everybody's cool here. Everybody's cool here. Some wild comb again on the sides. Woo-hoo. There's a whole. All right, but I did not spot the queen. She's definitely down here though. She's definitely in here. So there is 100% the evidence for that. That is for sure. No goofing around. So I just have not seen her. Second week of not seeing her, but like I said, there's no doubt that she is around. Come on, girl. There you go. Slowly, so nobody gets rolled. Girl's taking some notice of me. Well, there you go. How about you go back in the box? There you go. You know, you've been doing this long enough that you start to interact with individual bees. Try to get these away from the edges. Alright, well, let's get this top back on. Come on, everybody down one last time and get your box back on. All right. No adjustments. Just keeping them happy. And they've got everything they need. They're growing, they're brewing. This top definitely needs to be placed, routed right off. Might have to make a new one or a flat top. But luckily, as we talked about, the weekend of July 1st, we should be going to the horizontal hive, so pretty cool. And we'll be putting it essentially right here, a little bit further forward, but this is where they're going to go. So we'll just be moving them. All right, all the girls out front, and that should be it. I'm not going to mess with them anymore. They seem good. Good numbers, good brood production, so all in all, good inspection. Thanks guys, we'll talk to you later.